it do what it do. Let it do what it do, what it do.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'm gonna up the level with them every time.
Shakur Stevenson.
I mean what I say, lines on the cup.
Oh, Charlo just dropped Lewin with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's over.
All right. We back at it. We made it. It's Friday. It is Friday. Yes, sir. It is Friday. What's going on, everybody? All right. Yes, sir. What's going on Clark Bay TV and all things? I know everybody busy. Today is Friday. I'm not gonna hold everybody long. Okay. I know a lot of people got a lot of things to do. But it's some things we got to talk about. There's some things in boxing that can change boxing. Change boxing for the worse. Not for the better, for the worse. And it's taking place. What's going on, Tara? And it's taking place by none other than Turki and Dana White. Now, I told everyone about this guy. I told everyone that he comes from a country of dictators. And everybody kept saying, oh, Turki is good for boxing. Turki's really doing his thing. No, he's not. He's gutting boxing from the inside out. That's what he's doing. And now you are starting to see, and I said this about 3 weeks ago. Now you're about to see the real Turki Unleashed. See, he reeled you in by giving y'all $1. He reeled y'all in by giving y'all $1. Do you all know how important the Muhammad Ali Act is to the fighters? Do y'all realize that? And on top of that, that ain't it. They trying to be a sanctioned body. Also, have their own belts. And on top of that, they capping. Now, this is a man with all the money. Oh, Turki got an endless amount of money. I told you all, millionaires don't like to lose money. They're not going to last forever. That's not going to last forever. And now he's putting a cap on their asses. He's putting a cap on all these fighter asses. Now, the fighters that already established, they might not fall for that shit. Okay? But the young fighters coming up, they might fall for it. Okay, here, sign here. And guess what? You locked in. You're locked in for the rest of your career. I told you all. This man is trying to take over boxing. And now he is going to Congress. And he got a congressman behind him to change the Muhammad Ali Act. Don't believe Austin Trout. He just mad because they took his ass out the rankings. Which they should have. So now, God damn it. Now you're going to see what I've been saying. You know? Now, you understand what I've been saying all along. For now, I've been saying all along. This dude is bad business. Dana White, bad business. See, what he's trying to do is paint the model like the UFC. See, the UFC, they only give you a limited amount of money. Now they talking about paying fighters $150 per round. That's it. Just a bitch. $150 per round. Now these guys, I'm not no fighter. Never was a fighter. but I know what a fighter goes through. The weight issues, can't eat what you want, got to stay in shape, things like that. What's up, Crucial Content, baby? What's going on? You see, and now here come Turki. He's coming along. He asking the United States of America government to not get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act, to amend it, just like the Constitution. The Constitution would never go away, but you can amend it. You can amend it many times you want. Come on, $150 a round. That's right. Risking CTE, that's insane. Damn right, said. 125 per round? Yeah, they tripping. And they want to give you not the IBF belt, not the WBC belt, not the WBA belt. Not even the IBO. They want their own belt. Now, Terrence Crawford, he be out the door. Canelo Alvarez, out the door. Earl Spence, out the door. A lot of the veterans is not going to buy this shit. They're not going to go for it. Now, of course, and we'll get to the PBC in a minute. Now, they got a congressman backing them up so they can introduce the bill to Congress. And knowing Congress the way they are right now, because half of them, 90% of them scared of Donald Trump. So anything to do with black, brown, Donald Trump ain't for it. So when I look at Dana White, his goddamn mouth, his history, he's for this. And Turki too. Turki trying to change the way these guys fight. And now, y'all ain't getting shit. You can't get no, let's say, $2 million deal now. If it left up to Turki. I hope everybody, now, it haven't passed yet, but this is what we're dealing with. This is what Shakur Stevenson, everybody ran over there, kissing the ring. This is what you get. Now, I almost want to say this. You get what you got. See, you should have set your dumb ass down, but I'm not going to say that. Because I'm human and I know how boxing, I've been watching boxing a long time. And when people try to do this shit, people are scratching their head like, okay, he up to some shit. He's up to something. And he is up to something. Now, they're trying to cross out. Listen to this now. Jay Prince, you better listen up. They getting rid of the managers. You know how you got the promoters? Jay Prince is the manager. Abdullah Mason got Jay Prince. Shakur Stevenson, Jay Prince. But Jay Prince, you finna be out. All right? If it passed, whatever, So, therefore, I guess everybody don't want to talk about it. But, again, KQ got to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about shit like this. But I do. Because it's going to affect the way boxing's made. So don't try to sweet talk. Well, we're not getting rid of the Muhammad Ali Act. We just want to amend it. No. No, you're making it worse. But the Muhammad Ali Act was put in place for the fighters. To protect the fighters. Now they're trying to ruin the fighters. They're trying to put stipulations on the fighters. $150 a round. That ain't shit. And you walking around with Parkinson's disease. You can't barely talk. Really? And we're talking about fighters that get, I don't care you hit hard or not. The head is not meant to be hit. But we love boxing. We love the activity. We love the sport. Then you got somebody that's not even belong in this country. By technically, he's an enemy of this state. He is from the Middle East. He hid out ISIS. Do your research. And then when they got tired of ISIS, they paid them off. Then ISIS moved on. Boy, I tell you, you can't write this. You can't write this. I knew he was trouble. I knew he was trouble. And I wasn't surprised. The more and more research I did on him, the more and more I found out a lot of things. Now, you thought we was lying about that cell that he has downstairs in that jail? No. I told you they are Sunni Muslims. They believe they better than you are. They believe they better than the ground you walk on. So, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I'm telling you right now, if that bill passes, that's the end of boxing for sure. Oh, that's the end of boxing for sure. And let me say, what's up to everybody in here? My man, Ricky, what's going on? All right, salute to Ricky. What's going on? OG, Saudi Arabia has taken over all of the sports, not just boxing, bro. Yeah. Well, I know that. But they didn't take it over to the slot of like boxing. They didn't take over all the sports. They didn't take over basketball. Hell no. The NBA wasn't even down near. No, they didn't take over all the sports. No. Boxing's so gullible and boxing been so dirty for so long that they say, okay, it's easy. Come on, Victor. You can come on in too, Victor Conti. No. In the NFL, hell no. No. Don't get it mixed up with soccer now. This is the real football. Ain't no way they're going to let an Arab from Saudi Arabia come over and take over or buy an NFL team. You ain't nobody going to tell me that shit. No. And not only an NFL team, an NBA team. Shit. Michael Jordan had all kind of hell trying to buy a team. Shit. And then he ended up with one, but he wasn't even the whole, he wasn't even the majority owner. He was the minority owner. So no. Now they might take over some bullshit cricket or some shit, you know. But you don't understand how big this is. You don't know how this gonna affect what we do know. How it's gonna affect the fighters in the future, the present and the future. These young guys see. Now listen. This is what I got out of it. And I read it. They're gonna give them a little bonus to reel you in. And it's like a signing bonus. That's the most money you're gonna see forever. That's the most money you're gonna see. Then Turkey gonna go to $125 a round. $125 a round. Think about that. And you might fight maybe twice a year. A lot of fighters, talented fighters, gonna say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do something else. Talented fighters. We ain't talking about the Earl Spencers. We're not talking about the Crawfords, Canelo. All right, they already carved in stone. They want their own Hall of Fame. When you got money, and I've been saying this for the longest. When you have money, you get tired of losing. You get tired of losing money. What's up, Thomas? You get tired of losing money. So now this is a way to take over boxing at the same time and excuse my language, and fuck you at the same time. Yeah, that's Turkey. That's Turkey. That's Saudi Arabia. That's what they did. See, they saw a target, they honed in on it, they studied it, and then they say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And that's what they did. Oscar De La Hoya, that's why he's out, because he's a boxer. That's why. Dana White is not a boxer. Dana White is with the UFC. He just carried Floyd Mayweather bags. So therefore, he all for it. And he is a semi-racist. If you didn't know that. You know. And that's why he don't deal with PFL, which is an MMA league. Why you think fighters trying to leave the MMA and try to be boxers? Like Ngannou, Conor McGregor. He found out that, hey, it ain't cracked up like it think, they think. Wow. And when you got a congressman behind you, they're gonna make it worse. Because that means your chances have increased. Your chances have increased now. So, and I feel bad. I really feel bad. And this is the first time in my damn life I really feel bad for boxing. We always know boxing, we always had gambling in it, and sometimes, what I mean, the fixers in and shit, you know what I mean. Sometimes, the referees, they're a little bit on, slow counting or something like that, and surprise goddamn decisions and stuff. But this is taking a goddamn cake, though. This is taking a cake. $125 per round. That's Turkey. That's the one that took over boxing. That's the one that making boxing better. Wow. Boy, he reeled y'all in, baby. He reeled them in, baby. Sweet. Oh, man. Sweet as can be, baby. Man. Thomas said, OG, they said Big Turkey is for the people. No, he's not for the people. He might be for the people, but he's not for the fighters. See, that's the problem. See, the thing is, he don't know what the hell he was doing when he came over here. His mindset would just take over something. And boxing was the easiest one to take over. Because the NFL, hey, you can't take over that easy. NBA, you can't take over that all easy. Hell, NFL. I mean, hockey. You can't take hockey over here, but you can take boxing. Oh, you can take boxing. What's up? Cardenas, what's going on? And I don't like the bullshit. And now, the Muhammad Ali Act is the most important act to the fighters. Now, he thought we were stupid by saying, well, I'm not going to mess with the Muhammad Ali Act. I'm going to leave it in place. Oh, okay. But I'm going to amend it. Now, you know what amendment means, okay? That means he's going to add to it what you can and cannot do. Just like they try to do the abortion. So, I mean, now, of course, they can't do it like that, kind of, because you can't leave it in the state's hand. He's talking about all over. He asking our government, not his, our government, to allow this. Man, I mean, what's up, Ray? You just can't write this. Man. man, I mean, it just, I'm not gonna be long on this subject because it just pisses me off more and more. Now, if you want to read more about it, you can go and look on the boxing.com. You can read all about it. What's going on, Miss Bitch, Holy Bitch? Yeah, you got to change your name, brother, because I don't like saying that, okay? Because we got women in our chat, okay? No offense, okay? But you got to change your name, bro, okay? I don't like to say that, okay? All right, so ain't no female dogs around here, okay? Now, I'm gonna move away from Turki, jab Turki, and I was right, jab Turki, and that's what he been doing, jabbing everybody. You know what I mean? No, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Or I can call you something else. Just tell me what else to call you. I can call you a nickname. Okay? It's all good. I'll call you a nickname. You see what I'm saying? Now, what's up, Josh? But I hope this get voted down. Hope his ass gets shut down. And so let's see what happens. And this TKO boxing. Like I say, they're trying to have their own belt. And they're trying to have everything different. Their own belt, their own rules, everything. They're trying to be a different entity. He didn't want to join the IBF. They didn't want to make it a 5-belt era. When I started watching boxing, it was a 2-belt era. And now it's a 4-belt era. The IBO really don't count because it's kind of like a computerized, so they really don't honor that, but it still have it. You got an IBO champion, but still it's computerized. Now, of course, I'm back at it again. I'm back at it again. All right, I keep going through this every week. All right, yesterday, I told quick, misinformation. All right, I said that word. Well, here we go again. Now, it's PBC and Gervonta Davis they're picking on. Now, I don't know who got the bright idea to say this. I don't know who clickbait this, but I can take a guess. I can take a guess. Now, they said Gervonta Davis will be stripped of his WBA title. Now, that's a lie. And the reason why, first of all, I checked the rankings just to make sure. He's still in the rankings as the champion at the WBA. He was never stripped. Because they are saying he has been stripped. Now, when you get stripped, they take you off right then and there. That's a lie. Now, let's think about this. To strip a fighter means what? Inactivity, or you haven't fought in a long time, or you got something going on or whatever, and you leave the sport of boxing, and that is called vacating. That's called vacating. Tank ain't vacated nothing. He fought this year already. If that's the case, then Gary Russell, everybody else, Terrence Clark, everybody else should have been stripped. But he hasn't been stripped. So, now, they also saying this. They have moved him out the rankings. That's a lie, too. I looked at the rankings today, right before I came on. He's still in the rankings. That's another lie. Why? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot about PBC. Now they're also saying PBC is in trouble. Oh, PBC failed. They in trouble, so they need, wait for it, they need Tank Davis and Manny Pacquiao. They didn't make that happen. They haven't had a big fight in a long time. And they about to go broke. So they need to have that fight. Another lie. Another lie. See, and you all know this. Tommy probably know this. Josh probably know this. When someone is doing good, if someone is doing a great job at whatever, content creator or whatever, it's always going to be someone that's going to pick, hate, hate. Always. PBC. They never asked nobody for a goddamn dime. At least that's what I was told. Never. They loaned out fighters so they can fill other cards because they have a big stable. But they said PBC going broke, so they had to send their fighters somewhere else because they can't pay them. What? And this goes to show you why the lies still keep coming and coming and coming. Of course, Cardenas. Everybody, see, PBC is not Al Heyman. PBC is a group of investors. They are millionaires and billionaires. Of course, they're not using their own money, but they do all right. They make a lot out of Gervonta Davis. They make a lot out of Earl Spence. They made a lot of money since 2015. You really think that PBC is broke? I mean, you really think that PBC is broke? Really? I mean, I don't know when it's going to stop. I get tired of trying to debunk this shit. And PBC always had good fighters. Manny Pacquiao, Marty Barrio, they said that went bust. Don't know what the numbers are on that. Let's just say they did go bust. It ain't gonna hurt PBC. So they feel that Manny Pacquiao and Tank Davis make a big fight. It will be a big fight. It probably will be a big fight. Yeah, of course. Every time Tank fights is a big fight. Oh, duh. So, how can you stop the hate? You can't stop it. You can't stop it. That's why you see that thumbnail up there. That's why I always talk about my thumbnails. Nobody else talk about them. They just throw it up there and talk about something else. How you gonna be Shakur Stevenson, the best lightweight in the world, and you just told Conor Ben you're fighting at 147, but you say you're not gonna move up nowhere, no way soon? Well, I got news for you. You are a growing young man. You ain't that goddamn old. You still growing, and you got to go through those two guys I got on that thumbnail. Let's see you get through them. Because you say you ain't going to fight like that again against the Pater. And number two, you're going to be out till next year. because you try to do something that you cannot do. Damn. I mean, it's a lot of stuff I can't do. So, what, I'm going to try to do it just to see what happens? Oh, no. No. You put yourself in danger for $1. For $1. To make you holler. Shit. Damn. Because you were so scared of Turki. You were so scared that you sit there and you had to throw hands with Debater. You lucky you weren't hitting. You lucky Debater wasn't throwing no bricks. Because he had declined from all them knockouts. Now, he did have a lot of knockouts, but it depends on who he was fighting to get those knockouts. And how long ago were they? Because I remember a long time ago. Come on. Y'all know it too. A long time ago, Floyd Mayweather was stuck on 25 knockouts. He finally moved up one when he got Conor McGregor. And that was the first stoppage he had in years. And you say you're going to be the best lightweight. Oh, I doubt that, son. I doubt that. Because you say you're never going to fight like that again. Well, guess what? That's why you're not exciting. That's why you don't sell. Now, I'm not saying you're a bad fighter, nothing like that. Don't get this twisted. But, boxing is a business too. And I'm sorry. You're not in that category right now. Well, hey, Barbara D, what's going on? Good to see you. All right? You good? Man, I'm sorry you missed the first half. The first show I was talking about Turki. And I know you probably heard how he tried to pretty much is trying to introduce a bill to try to amend the Muhammad Ali Act. And also, he's trying to pay these fighters, and I said this, $125 per round. Per round. No more. No less. So he want to introduce our government, not his. Our government. Anyway, good to see you, Barbara D. All right, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. One was you all right. But sometimes people got shit to do. Now, so get back to my man, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, he said he's gonna be the best lightweight in the world. And you got Bud Crawford, you got Claressa Shields, and we're gonna talk about Claressa Shields in a minute. And of course a couple other people like Tim Bradley. Listen, it's okay to have good defense, but you got to have some offense too. And when you have a fighter after he won to say, I'm not going to do that ever again because I got hit too much. So that shows me that, okay, well, you're not going to be inciting. That shows me that you're not going to ever be that man that be able to sell out stadiums all over the world. That shows me that you'll never be the lightweight, the outstanding lightweight that you want to be. That shows me a lot. You can't knock no knockouts because you ain't got no knockouts on your record lately. Okay, let me put it that way, lately. So that's a okay. That's an X. Because how you gonna be exciting? You can't knock nobody out. How you gonna be exciting? You can't fight on the inside. You say you don't like it. I'm not hating. Because the first thing y'all run and say, okay, you hate, don't you care? No, I think he fought well. I think he fought well other night, last week, whatever. But you cannot be number one lightweight in the world without knocking out, bring a bus, put them in the seats, and putting on a show. You can't close the show. I mean, all that. No, all that hopping back shit, that don't make you the best lightweight. Boy, I tell you. And see, and going back to Gervonta Davis, going back to PBC, this was all this come from. Top rank or Shakur Stevenson team, all that, Turki, all that rolled up in one. Why? Because PBC don't need them. They don't need them. Dave Benavides went over there for a bag. That's it. But he's still with what? PBC. He didn't leave PBC. He's still with Samson. And I know that 110%. Boy, I mean, you can't write none of this shit. Let me keep going. But just food for thought while I'm on the subject. All right? Claressa Shields. I like Claressa Shields. All right? I think she's a damn good fighter. I think she's a great fighter. But one thing about it is, she don't have nowhere to go. What's up? He said, what kills me is these brothers get up on these platforms and degrade the good brother Al Heyman day in and day out, but celebrate and praise ninjas that really help over fighters that are not exactly, Thomas. That's what kills me. Never met Al Heyman a day in their life, except with guys like Bud Crawford or something like that, you know. And Bud said he like him, you know. That's crazy, man. Now, Claressa Shields, great fighter, but she is a heavyweight now. There's only 17 heavyweights in the world in women boxing, and they are not great. She's fighting someone tomorrow that's coming up from cruiserweight in Detroit. They asked her, since you the GOAT, right? The greatest of all times. So that means that all the women are going to come see you fight. She couldn't answer. She said, oh, Ann Wolf will be there. Yeah, okay. Now, Claressa don't have nowhere to go. She's looking for a legacy to go along with her medals, her undisputed, but she haven't had that legacy fight. Guess who her legacy fight is? Layla Ali. She want to fight a 50-something-year-old woman. Layla Ali said, hey, talk to me when you got 15 million. So she went out and got a consulting firm. She went out and raised the 15 million. Now, Layla Ali hasn't responded yet, but Claressa is desperate. She like to be seen. She like to be heard. She don't know when to shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. She can fight. Yeah, she's great. But now she reached her level. She reached her peak. So now she's looking for Layla Ali to solidify her, to make her that woman, to make her that legacy fight. I beat the great Ali daughter. That's what she's trying to do. She worried the hell out of that woman. And Layla is in good shape to be her age, as far as, by eye, by just looking with your eyes, she look good. But then, you show the tape, and the tape pretty much, she hitting the bag, and she still look pretty good. But like she said, it's going to take her about a year to get in fighting shape. She got a cooking show, she got this and that, and she married a rich man that played with the Chicago Bears. So, I mean, she's doing all right. She don't need the money. She don't need the money. Like she said, I'm rich already. I don't need nothing. But Claressa needs that legacy fight. See, Crawford got his. It's called Canelo Alvarez. Shakur got a long way to go. He's still young. So he ain't got his yet. Every fighter got to have that type of legacy fight. And she don't have it. But it's no one there. Only one there is who? Claressa Shields. Now, Micaiah Maya, yes. But you don't look at her as a legacy fight because they was teammates. They was on the Olympic team together. They don't, they was roommates and all that shit. So she don't want to look at her that. She want to look at Muhammad Ali. Rumble in the jungle, baby. And if she beats his daughter, then that's a legacy fight. Her name will ring all over the place. Just like Ann Wolf. All right? What's up, LA? What's going on? 100% right. She just doesn't know when to shut up. She don't. I mean, she's all on the internet. She's trying to bait her in. She's trying to bait her in. And later on, she don't play the internet games. I'm not saying she mean or nothing, but she's just a little more mature than that shit. She ain't got time for all that back and forth, So let's see what happens. Let's see what materializes out of this. I'm very interested about this. Because after this fight tomorrow, because she better be careful. Because I looked at this woman. This woman can fight. This woman can fight. She might get put on her ass because she already got knocked on her ass a couple times. And by Gabriel and in Detroit. In Detroit, she got knocked on her butt. Because she come boxing in, dancing and shit. Oh, dancing with the band and all that. Then get right knocked down. But she got up and won. Listen, she can fight. No doubt about that. She's great at what she does. Matter of fact, Earl Spence was on that same Olympic team. They didn't medal. Claressa Shields, they did. That goes to show you that, she's a good fighter. But all in all, she doesn't know when to shut up. And she don't know when to leave well-do alone. Man. When you said the Cardinian said Layla Ali was a little better in my book, and she big as yes. See, when Layla Ali was younger, she was punching harder. She way bigger than Claressa Shields is right now at that time. Now Claressa tried to take a shot at her yesterday by saying that Ann Wolf gonna come to my fight. Layla Ali, she ducked Ann Wolf because Ann Wolf is a dog. Yeah, Ann Wolf was a dog. Now I don't know about the ducking part because I really didn't look into it. But so what? So what? Then fight Ann Wolf then. God damn it! Man, I don't know how Claressa Shields, how old she is, but Layla Ali is about 50-something years old. I'm quite sure of that. Man. Yeah, LA. Yeah. She's just like Chance Crawford. That's why they buddies. Okay, 47? Okay, she's 47. Okay, appreciate it. And Wolf is 54. Okay. So, and Christy Martin, fight Christy Martin. I interviewed Christy Martin a couple times. She's a promoter now. She was Adrian Broner promoter. She's the coal miner's daughter. Have broken noses and everything, still get in there and fight. Still get in there and whoop your ass. So now, also in Detroit. Oh, he's back, baby. Super Bad is back. Tony Harrison is coming back, y'all. That's right. At 154, well, he's gonna be fighting middleweight. He's gonna be fighting Edward Diaz in middleweight. He been out the game, baby, for about 2.5 years. After his father died and things, didn't go right with Alicia Baumgartner, So he's coming back, and he think he still got what it takes. And we all don't forget that fight he had with Jermell Charlo. He beat Jermell Charlo. That's why that loss is on his record. He had it for a long time until he met Canelo. But Jermell did what Devin Haney couldn't do, and a lot of these fighters couldn't do. He went through the whole division. And wiped them out. Tony Harrison twice. And, of course, he fought another fighter twice. I forgot his name. What's his name? Hispanic guy. Damn it, I forgot. But anyway, he fought twice, 2 rematches, and cleaned out the whole division. But, man, it's bad. All right? Now, of course, that was then. This is now. That's one thing about it. This is now. So, all right, let's keep it going, baby, all right? Thought I'd just, put that out there, okay? Now, I get so tired of talking about this subject, but they just won't stay out the news. They just won't stay quiet. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Because, that's just how they are. What was that about 4 uppercuts? About 4 uppercuts. I don't know what you're saying, Picasso. You talking to me? 4 uppercuts. I don't know. Somebody said something about 4 uppercuts. Yeah, Thomas, yeah. Ali is a big, yeah. Layla is big, yeah. After that, the last knockdown, hold on. LA, after that last knockdown, he needs to stop fighting. He watched Tony Harrison, needs to retire. I hope this guy ain't good or halfway good, because he might get knocked out again. Yeah. Now, according, so your thing, yeah. Okay, so your thing. Okay. So what's up? What's up, Heart to Heart? What's going on? It's not social media no more. It's now called social interest. If you're not interviewing, no one will be interested. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tara. Thank you, Tara. Brian Castano. That's the name I'm trying to think of. He fought Brian Castano twice. And he beat him, And he fought Tony Harrison twice and beat him. He clocked Tony Harrison. Then Tony Harrison went all the way over to the down under. He went to Australia. And you know what happened over there? Yeah. He talked a lot of game, right? And got knocked out. His brother was training him then, and his brother didn't give a shit. His brother didn't care if he trained or not. Who keeps sending me a text message? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, that's my son. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So let's see. What Tony Harrison gonna bring or whatever, but I think he'll have nothing left anymore. That's just my opinion. He was a good fighter at the time. When he fought Jermell Charlo, I mean, they both was right there at 154. They both was great. But of course. Jermell was a little bit better in the second fight. He got his belt back, so it is what it is, so. But anybody else? Any great thoughts on this? All right. The Cardenas, what's going on? All right. He said, man, Jake Paul is a hell of a promoter and marketing. The fighting part I don't know about. Yes. Oh, yes, most definitely. Most definitely he is. And one thing about Jake Paul, and I always said this, listen, dude, look, stop all that fighting shit. Stop fighting old guys. Stop fighting old guys that's out of their limelight, out of their prime, and out of their, just old. But stick to promoting the women. He does a lot for the women. He's damn good in promoting women. And I got to tip my hat off for that. He got a lifetime contract signed by Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano going to come on board when she retired and help out the young fighters. Hey, man, that's cool. That's cool what he's doing. But stay out the ring, dude. You're not a real, come on, really? Come on, stay out the ring, okay? Man, stay out the ring, okay? Man. So, anyway, but yeah, but like I say, it'll be a good fight, and let's see what happens. Jamil got robbed on first fight. You think so? I think so too. Hey, what's up, Jonathan Simon? What's going on, brother? All right, good to see you, man. And make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? I don't know if y'all did on the way in or not. I know it's Friday. I know people got things to do. All right, so I'm not gonna hold you long. All right. Now I did check the poll, and of course we're gonna be on top rank tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna call the top rank card tomorrow. All right, so therefore, we're gonna talk about that a little later. All right, because Xander Zayas, that's my fighter, but I gotta critique him. I gotta talk about it. All right. Now you might not hear this from a lot of other content creators that got their favorite fighters, but I like Xander Zayas, but he got some issues that he need to deal with, and I'm gonna talk about him. Now he's still my favorite fighter, but I'm not gonna sit up there and and just act like he just all Superman and he ain't got no flaws and all that shit. Oh hell no, no. He's kind of like cut between a Devin Haney and let's see, a Devin Haney and a Shakur Stevenson. All right, but he's at the bigger size. That's all. All right. Oh, you're gonna get the truth over here. All right. He's still my guy, though. He's still my guy. But goddamn it, all right, you gotta sit down and eat punches. Cause you're a big guy. You should be knocking everybody out. All right, I get to it. Don't worry about it. I get to it. All right. Now, but still in all, this is what I'm talking about. The Haneys. Always the Haneys. I gotta talk about it. Because they all up in the videos and they all up in everybody's face, and it's just annoying, but you gotta talk about it. Because for some reason, people like to see old men act a fool. And that's Bill Haney. Now, it's a new training tape came out of Devin Haney. And it's a training tape of him training outside on a track. On a track and field. And you know what they did. They roast his ass on X like I never before. Never before. What's up, AK, baby? What's going on? They roast that man. Because if you look at the video, he jumping over hurdles back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What's up, GB, baby? What's going on? All right. Yes, sir. Grand Rising. Yes, sir. Night Ride. What's going on? Yeah, he getting ready to run. Yes, sir. If you go and just read the timeline, everybody, Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado had to say something. He said now he's a running back. Antonio Tarver, he had something to say. Man, oh man, he had something to say. He had something to say. So let me see what he had to say. Let me see. He said, yeah. He said, why is he working on footwork when he should be working on how to box, right? I mean, they went in on him. And I'm not talking about just fans. I'm not talking about haters. I'm talking about boxers. Boxers. And I'm not the only one that think that he got PTSD. Yeah. They say he need to work on that. Now, I know what I see. Now they know what they see. And now we're gonna get into it because I don't need to go back and forth about it, but y'all know what's going on with Vada. Y'all know they trying to get out of the fight. We all know that. We all know that. That's why he called Sean Porter a coon. Because Sean Porter spilled the beans. That's all. Man, because Sean Porter spilled the beans. That's why. So therefore, next thing you know, Devin called him a coon because Devin got mad because that was their plan. That was their plan now. Now they have to change it, or maybe he have to go through with the fight now. Ooh, and that's gonna be tell it. Because now if he drop out the fight, then everybody knew he was gonna try to drop out. So now he kind of like stuck. He's back against the wall, like, oh, what the hell should I do? Dad, what you get me into, Dad? Dad, cut my pancake first, Dad. Then I'm gonna talk to you. Man. But the videotape on him training is showing him hopping back and forth. Now, Devin Haney, one thing about Devin Haney, he probably don't have no power. He can't punch, but that motherfucker can run. He can run. He got footwork, okay? And that's what he might have to use. But remember what Turki said? Because he don't have nowhere to go. He don't have nowhere to go. All right? Nowhere to go. All right? Nowhere to go. Who's that? Be mine? Yeah, I'm drooling on your mama ass. Yeah. And she liked it. She wiped it and licked it. Okay? There you go. Right. And she liked it. Now, I dropped the link. You want to come up here and say something? If you want to. You're all welcome. Manager Marty, what's going on, brother? Yeah, salute to you, man. Yes, sir. Salute to you, my brother. I was informed that you were inviting me to join the show. And yeah, I wanted you to pretty much explain the VADA, explain how the 365-7 is pretty much fake news, and that's what I want you to explain it, because I think you can explain it better than I could at that time, and that's what I was saying, I wanted was you, listening at the time, and I wanted you to, come up and explain it, and how Bill Haney, pretty much, it seems like they trying to get out the fight, and now, Victor Conte, he comes out and actually says he know how to beat the test. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, he really said that, so that's what I wanted you to come up and explain it, Marty. Understand, I mean, you're always welcome, when you have time, I know you be moving and doing things and everything. And yeah, that's what we was talking about. I think yesterday, I was on that subject. So, much respect to you, brother. And I appreciate you going in and coming in. And yeah, you always welcome. If you got time right now, you can explain it to me. You can explain it to the chat, about the VADA and things like that. And I can drop the link for you if you want to come up. You don't have to be long, if you want to. And that way, everybody get a clear understanding about the 365-7 and why they're trying to change it. Because Okay, okay. All right, yeah, I do that then. Okay. All right, I'm gonna drop this link for my man Marty, and he can explain it to me. Okay, I'm gonna explain it to y'all. Okay. All right, here. Let me put it right here. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. There you go, Mark. Yes, sir. All right. We will have Manager Marty, and y'all familiar with Manager Marty. All right. And he gonna explain the 365-7, and of course, how Bill pretty much trying to rush and change uh, uh, um, uh, uh, um, the contract or what they agreed on, and also uh, um, they plans pretty much was ruined by um, so-called the coon. Uh, um, uh, there you go, right there, Sean Porter. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Marty? How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great, my brother. Glad to be
Good,
here. Thank you for inviting me on the show, man. I appreciate
man. I appreciate you, brother. Man, I'm glad you're here, man. Because I need, we need answers.
it. Yes,
We need
sir.
answers. Yes,
Well,
sir.
well, let me start off by saying, KQ, I watch your show periodically when I can around the
Mm-hmm.
early afternoon. And I want to tell you right now, man to man, that I appreciate you always giving me the credit. You always shouting me out when you use a slogan or a quote of mine, or when
Uh,
you reference a video that you've seen on my particular channel. If you're
mhm.
using a reference to the content, you always preface it by saying, like Manager Marty say. So, man to
Right.
man, I want to tell you that I appreciate you for always maintaining integrity and always just acknowledging the work that I put in on YouTube and off of YouTube. And I want to say, man to man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. You earned it. Yes, sir. Yep.
And so let me start this off right.
Mhm.
Apparently, Bill Haney knows that VADA only tests within the confines of 8 weeks scheduled to a particular bout. When a scheduled bout is already announced, when a scheduled bout is already agreed upon between two professional boxers, Bill Haney knows that that's when VADA begins to test. 8 weeks prior
Okay.
to the scheduled bout. Okay? I think at this point we all know that. What Bill Haney is requesting that he did not request with Ryan Garcia, and he
Mhm.
did not request it with Jose Ramirez, but he is now requesting it from Brian Norman Jr. And he's requesting that testing begin now, way before the standard protocol of VADA, which is 8 weeks prior to a bout. The problem
Mhm.
with that, the problem with Bill Haney, trying to make those type of demands is that he's doing that under his own authority. In other words, there is no regulatory authority, even through VADA, that will allow VADA to test somebody right then and there on the spot. Even if Brian Norman Sr. agreed with Bill Haney on the boxing voice and said, all right, we'll start testing now. Well, VADA is not going to use their third party DCOs that they contract to go pull up on Brian Norman Jr. within 48 hours, right? That's
Mhm.
impossible, right?
Right.
So Bill Haney knows that. So that's a marketing ploy that Bill Haney is using to keep in his back pocket, just in case Brian Norman Jr. and or Senior disagree with those demands. Now he can come out and say the fight is off. Apparently, they don't want this fight to go down. And I'm going to tell
Right.
you why. It's because of the person, and my personal belief and my personal opinion. It's because the person behind the scenes, the person that no one sees right now, is pulling Bill Haney's strings to influence Bill, and Bill Haney's influencing other content creators who's following this narrative that Brian Norman Jr. should be subject to this quote unquote 365 testing. And I'm talking about Victor Conti. Now,
Right.
it is no secret that I've been a trailblazer of exposing VADA, Victor Conti, and the snack. program for the past 2.5 years I've been on YouTube. There's no secret
That's
in
right.
that. Everybody knows that. You hear a lot of people hijacking my talking points, stealing my content, stealing the information that I've worked thus far so hard to educate the boxing media in the world for the last 15 plus years. But that's beside the point. The point is we know the character of Victor Conti. And if you don't know his character, all you got to do is go on my channel and listen to all of the things that Victor Conti told me to my face. And it's a contradiction to everything that's happening. I have to also say this, KQ, and it's also no secret that I've made this known. There is
Okay.
no such thing as 365,
I just about to
24/7
ask you
testing
that.
in boxing.
I just
It's a
about to ask you
hoax.
that. Yeah.
It's fake news. It's a hoax. And the reason why I say that is because Vada's website, go by, you got, listen, don't take my word for it. Let's go by Vada's website. Vada's website is very detailed. And it specifically said the same thing I just said a few minutes ago, that they only start testing 8 weeks prior to a scheduled bout. And if somebody want to read those words and misinterpret it, you don't have to. We can go and take the words of the CEO, okay, of VADA, Dr. Margaret Goodman, who I had on my show. I can call her on the phone right now. And I specifically asked her the definition of out of competition testing. And she told me, which of course I knew the answer to already, that VADA does not perform out of competition testing. In other
I'm just
words,
about
is
to ask you that. Can they do it without Bob? Do anybody do it? Just to be clean 365 days, so they can
the
say, "Hey, we always clean."
the only agency right now that conducts out of competition and in competition testing in the sport of boxing right now is USADA. I know we have drug free sport, but USADA. The only thing about USADA is they're more acclimated to the Olympic participants, the Olympic athletes.
Oh,
That's what they specialize in. Not saying that you can't use USADA, because USADA is a for-profit organization where VADA is a non-profit organization, right?
wow,
And I'm not
right,
saying VADA can't say, okay, you know what, for this situation, we're going to allow Brian Norman Jr. and Bill Haney or Devin Haney in this case, to undergo testing outside of the 8 weeks. I'm not saying
okay,
that they can't do that. They're an organization. The problem with that is not their standard. And Bill Haney is trying to demand something that VADA just doesn't do. Now, I'm going to take it a step further if I can, KQ.
yes, sir.
Bill Haney was on the Boxing Voice, and his words were, I'm willing to pay half on behalf of DHP Promotions for the Brian Norman Jr. test outside of the 8 weeks, as long as Brian Norman Jr.'s team is willing to pay the other half for testing. Well, my question becomes, if Devin Haney was enrolled in 365 24/7 testing, which VADA put on their Instagram and welcomed Devin Haney to 365 24/7 testing in January of 2025. Then why do Bill Haney have to pay an additional fee for testing that Devin Haney is already supposed to be doing for the rest of the year? You see
Right,
my point?
right,
So
exactly.
that goes to show you right there that it's fake news. It's a hoax. Bill Haney won't come and see me on my channel, and neither will Sean Porter. And Sean
Right,
Porter was on the Boxing Voice last night. I'm working on a video to expose him for the things that he said. These guys know exactly what they're doing, and KQ, they know I know what they're doing.
right,
Now you know,
mm,
when I speak on this topic, Timothy Bradley claims he hope I get sued. Well, I'm about to drop a
right. I heard you.
video.
Uh,
I'm about to drop a video that exposes Tim Bradley for all of a sudden now saying the same things that I said about Victor Conti and Snack, but all of a sudden these guys want me to be sued.
right, right. Yep.
So, I mean, the bottom line is this. Bill Haney knows that his son cannot beat Brian Norman Jr. And guess
That's
who else knows that?
yeah.
Victor Conti. Victor
Right,
Conti is suspicious of Brian Norman Jr. And that's why they're pressing him. Victor
right,
Conti believes that Brian Norman Jr. is suspicious of using performance enhancement drugs. And that's why they are acting like this towards him and nobody else.
right. Rushing him and trying to get him to yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
kind of think that
and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know it's Victor. And then I'll stop the school bus right here. because Victor Conti told me, I'm going to drop videos on all of this, what I'm saying, for the people that don't remember the content that I put out, and also for my new audience members, and even your audience members, KQ.
Okay.
Victor Conti told me, verbatim, it's his job to protect his fighters. And he also told me that the reason why fighters go to him, and Bill Haney said this on Champ Side a month after Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence, was they hire him and they bring him in their camp so that he can tell them and show them when their opponents and other fighters are actually cheating. Let me
That's what he
translate
told
that.
me. That's what he said to me
That's what
when
he
I
told you.
interviewed him. Yeah.
Okay, so let me translate to you what that actually means. I'm going to do whatever I can as Victor Conti to enhance the performances of my fighters, but their opponents, we don't want them to be enhanced in no shape, form, or fashion. That's what he means.
Okay. Now I get the gist of it now. Because I was trying to find out, is it possible that you can do 365? But Vada don't do it. So
They
only
don't
you
they don't
started
do
something, right?
they don't do out of competition testing,
Right.
so they don't do 365 24/7 they just don't do it. I mean, the thing about it is, if now listen, like I said, they're an organization. They can change their rules and their bylaws of their nonprofit organization anytime that they want. But the
Mhm.
likelihood of it happening is very slim, considering the fact that one of the founders of VADA is the one who's trying to establish all of this. And I'm talking about Victor Conti. You
Yep.
know,
Mhm.
Rachel Donier told me some months ago when I was on Knockout Boxing's channel, she told me that it don't make any effing sense that I am the one trying to spearhead and be a trailblazer of making the connection between Victor Conti, Vada,
Yeah.
and the snack program. But what Richard Donier forgot to tell y'all is that Victor Conti himself made the connection when he told everybody that he was the one involved in establishing Vada. And I pulled that interview out that he did in 2011 on my channel. So the proof is
Mhm.
in the pudding. And I'm going to tie it all over together because guess what, KQ? I cracked this case wide open a long time ago.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I can't wait to see him, brother. Man, I'm definitely gonna tune in and look for it. Cause I'm kind of interested because we know what Victor Conti pass is, and now he's still leopards don't change their strike very often, and
Yeah.
and now we see he's doing it, but he's doing it in a different way this time.
Yeah, of course. Terrence Crawford said this, KQ, and I'll leave you with this. Terrence
Mm-hmm.
Crawford said, and this is what Victor Conti told me when he was on my channel. Terrence Crawford said, when he called Victor, he said, I know what it is that you do. I know your history. I
Mm-hmm.
know your past. He said, you don't have to sell me on anything. I want in on Snack.
Wow.
That's what Terrence Crawford said. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Sean Porter was on a Boxing Voice last night. Or I guess he was doing it. Or I saw it last night. He may have been on
uh,
there yesterday. But Sean Porter, he told everybody that he knew that there were fighters that popped dirty on Snack, and that didn't stop him from joining Snack. And he also said he knew it was a conflict of interest for Victor Conti to work with athletes, obviously provide them with supplements and other things. And of course, he knew that Victor Conti was influential in advising Vada. He said he knew that it was a conflict, but that didn't stop Sean Porter from joining Snack. You see, when these guys get with Victor, all of a sudden they stop having integrity. But these are
that's
the
what I want to
same
say. Where the
guys.
integrity at? Why?
They,
Why would
they,
you hold?
they because when you get with when you get with Victor, you got to have blind loyalty. You got to act like you don't see and hear things, and that's the reason why back in 2010 and 11, Andre Ward, and I pointed this out on my channel as well. Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter made an agreement with Victor Conti
Mm,
before no Nito Donaire went with them. The first athlete that brought Victor Conti out of retirement was Andre Ward. Andre Ward and Virgil, his trainer, made an agreement with Victor. Do not let anybody know in the public that we on Snack now, because Andre Ward has a squeaky clean image, and they didn't want the residue of Victor Conti's history to basically subside what's happening with their image. And guess what Victor did? He went out in an interview and told the whole world that he's working with Andre Ward. And that's what made Andre Ward only do one fight with Victor Conte. And the fight that he did with him under the snack program is the Mikkel Kessler fight when he performed in the Super Six. So my history
Right.
goes back 16 years. I've been doing this. I know
Wow.
exactly what's going on.
And he probably met Victor Conte in California, right?
Yes. And
Yeah.
so all of them got to go through California. And that's why Timothy Bradley, who obviously is from California, he went through, the snack program, Nonito Donaire. All of them over there in the Bay Area, they all flow through, Victor Conte. But somehow, some way, these guys and ladies, because Claressa Shields is on it too now, her and Franchine Cruz. So I got to say ladies too now. All of a sudden, they have to have blind loyalty and they have to start getting amnesia when it comes to integrity when they deal with this guy. And there is a reason for that.
Man, wow. You just blew my mind.
But you know what, KQ? Look, I don't want to hold up the show, brother. I hope I
Okay.
answered your question. I hope I entertained
Yes,
the
you did.
fans of
Uh,
boxing, man. But look,
okay.
I sent you my number in the Instagram, right?
Okay.
I
Mhm.
don't give my phone number out too often, but I like you, KQ. You always stand on business and you speak your mind and you speak with truth, man. Love your content. Keep doing what you're doing. Um, if there's anybody here who's not subscribed to the channel, I encourage you all to subscribe to KQ. He's one of my favorite content creators.
I
And
appreciate
you call me anytime, KQ. Anytime you call me, I'm gonna pick up the phone and we can talk offline, my brother.
it. Okay, no problem, brother. All right. And I appreciate you. All right. And
Anytime, brother. Thank you for
and
having me.
I hit you back also on my number. All right.
You got it, my brother. Thank you for having me. I appreciate
Okay.
it.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Have a good one. Wow. I mean, that just blew my mind, man. I mean, not the Bill Haney, not the Bill Haney, stuff. I know how Bill Haney is, but when you get into Andre Ward, and he got a squeaky clean type of reputation, and then then you got Sean Porter. I always liked this Sean Porter, and things, but you'd be surprised, man. And the thing about it is, you know who you're dealing with, but you're dealing with him anyway. I know this guy. He'd ride around with pistols. He'd ride around with blicks. All right, that's what we call him here in Chicago, right? But I'm gonna get in the car with him anyway. I'm gonna take a chance on going to jail. And I don't care what kind of carrying permit you got, whatever. All right, if you got a switch on that, a switch. I don't know, y'all know what a switch is, right? It make a gun shoot more out. You going to jail. You going to jail. And why would I do that? So therefore, why would I sit there and mess with Victor Conte? And he might, some people, I'm not saying they're dumb, but some people kind of gullible, goofy, all right, kind of gullible, and he might talk them into something they don't mostly do. You know what I mean? Oh, don't worry, I know how to get away with it. Yeah, switches are illegal. Yes, they are legal. They are illegal. That's why I said I don't care. You can say, I got a carrying permit, all that. No, you got to switch on that bitch. Nope. And so that'd be dumb for me to get in a car with somebody. No, with that. So yeah, G. And see, that's the thing about it. The integrity is gone. Damn. I mean, shit. I mean, these guys, sometimes, winning is just, you got to win at all costs, and that's what they believe, win at all costs, no matter what. And I can say, Andre Ward, he's out there in California to the Bay Area, and Victor Conte is out there, and everything. And now you got Claressa Shields, Bud Crawford, who's on that, and Victor Conte. That don't surprise me that he told everybody. Because he told everybody on Marion Jones and everybody. Everybody went to jail, And you're right, Brian. It's the love of money. For the love of money. And that's what it is. It's for the love of money. And Manager Marty, he been hitting it right on the head. I mean, he been on their ass for at least 2 years, I know of. Hard. And, I mean, to get Margaret Goodman on there. I mean, he'd ruffle some feathers, you know. So, you know, and a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like that, you know, meddling and, you know, saying things, and they know what Marty knows, right? And that's why they're trying to shut him down, you know. So, but man, let that brother keep talking, you know, because Victor ain't got no business betting. And Bill told me the same thing, and when I interviewed him, and this was about 2 years ago, and he said, "Listen," I said, "Why would you get Victor Conte in your camp?" Well, see, KQ, see King, look, yeah, right. See, we got Victor Conte, because see, Victor Conte is gonna, you know, he can show us, you know, and teach us how to see if somebody is you know what I'm saying? And then somebody else is dirty, you know, and all that damn the stuttering and shit, you know, and I'm like, man, no, come on, you know, that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool. So you gonna be able to tell. He gonna teach you how to tell somebody dirty. Now, if you think somebody dirty, what you gonna say? Hey, referee, he's dirty. Or you gonna tell the judges or sanctioned bodies down there? You know, they ain't gonna go on your word. But they did test it anyway after the fight. You know, man. You know, yeah, he read out Shane Mosley. Oh yeah, I was telling someone the other day. Do y'all remember when he said he chose Shane Mosley? He said he scooted his chair next to Shane Mosley. He showed him how to take the syringe and shoot half in the stomach, pinch the stomach, and take the other half and pinch the other side. It works faster that way. So there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody gonna mess around with that snack and overdose, or something ain't gonna work, or something is not gonna go right. And Victor Conte gonna have a big problem on his hands. Because once they do that autopsy, and they're gonna find out they got some shit in them. Because Victor Conte said, and I quote, "I know how to beat the test. I know how to beat the test." You know how much money that's worth? Do you know how much money that's worth if you want to do it that way? Look, I got it for sale. Hey, you got the money? Hey, I got the remedy. All right? Never. You know how I said never miss a fight call again? Well, never lose a fight again. You know, and that's what he's selling. Now, who's buying? Who's buying? You see? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, Devin Haney has a video. He has a video out going back and forth, back and forth in the track. Now, and this is a problem I don't have. This is a problem. Now, it must not be a remedy in snack for punching harder. You see what I'm saying? Do snack got anything that make you punch harder? And see, that's the thing about it. You know, I just wonder why he don't punch harder if he got snack in him. You know, but maybe snack don't work like that. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? What's happening? Same fight, different round. What's going on? You know, yeah, G, that's BS. Yeah, it is. Yeah. What's up, Zach? Zach B, what's going on? Well, why didn't he tell Bill about Ryan before the fight? They need their money back. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. That shit made Mikey try Earl. Yeah. And Mikey just got his ass whooped. So I guess it's how much you pay. Right? Man, I'm telling you, you ain't lying. You know, his neck is all this and all that. You know, now Terrence Crawford. Now, I don't know if y'all seen it lately, but he's just huge. He's bigger now than Canelo. And I don't know if he did it the right way, but I heard he didn't. Like I told you all, he eating flaming hots and the family size, and he eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and trying to put on the weight that way. Besides doing it in moderation, and getting up there, and he ain't coming back down. He ain't coming back to 154. So that's why he relinquished the belt, which I'm glad he did. But still, he didn't put on the weight the right way. I guess him and Bo Mac just went in the kitchen and just went at it, so, and now he is huge. You can see it in his face, Bug is snack. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bug is ready, snack-wise. Now, when that fight commence, we're going to see Terence Crawford, first of all, look different. He's going to be moving slower. That jab ain't not going to be like he was before. Going into the southpaw stance, he's going to be real slow doing that. Canelo going to be okay because Canelo fights at that weight class anyway. So Canelo's already used to throwing on the arm, trying to stop that jab arm. Canelo throws like that, so we already know what he's going to do. But let Terence Crawford make lateral movement and trying to box. He was out of breath the other day. A week ago. There was an interview on him. He was out of breath. Yeah, damn. I'm going to tell you something, Terence Crawford. You're going to have a heart attack like that, dude. You're not used to that weight or carrying that weight around. And now you're talking about doing sports. I don't care, basketball, football, box, whatever. You can have a heart attack, because you're not used to being like that. Bo Mac will survive more than you because Bo Mac used to carry all that weight around. But you're not. Your body wasn't meant to be that big. Some people are meant to be, big boned or big, and some people wasn't. A buttercup. A buttercup. Man. But yeah, it's gonna slow him down. And what's up, DZ? What's going on? He said the WBO make him Canelo's mandatory. Well, yeah, he they made him number one. Basically the mandatory. Basically, yeah, that's what it is. Because they ranked him number one. Without even fighting in that weight class, DZ. Ain't that a trip? Ain't that a trip with the sport of boxing? Then you got Turki. He trying to amend the Muhammad Ali Act. Not get rid of it, but amend it. In other words, he's trying to do some other dumb shit to it. He's trying to pay these fighters $125 per round. Per round. And that might get taxed too. So you're looking at probably $100 a round. So you're going to get $1,000 or $1,200 if you go for 12 rounds. That's what they're trying to do. So is he saving boxing now, y'all? Huh? Is he saving boxing now, y'all? Huh. Okay. Keep on thinking that. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Mama got the best of. Oh, that situation. Now, we got Xander's ass tomorrow. All right? Now, I told you all, I'm going to get to this. Okay? Now, I like Xander. Okay? I think he's a great Puerto Rican fighter. And he wanted to do a great service for his island. But I think the reason why he hasn't materialized as a star or a guy that really is standing out there is because of his punching power. He can box, no problem. but he just don't have enough punching power to get these guys out of there. Now, of course, we know how Top Rank works, right? Top Ranks, they got great promotion and get you promoted very well. But now he can't get nobody out of there. It is he win by decision, and that's it. And like I said, he's like a cross between a Haney and a Shakur. Shakur can box, but don't have no power. Devin, he can box and don't have no power. He's about the same in between, but he's bigger. He's at a higher weight class. And so he's gonna have to show me something more. Now, like I say, I ride with you through thick and thin. I don't give up on you, right? Like Earl Spence. I still ride with Earl no matter what till the wheels fall off. Now, same way with Xander Zayas, same way with Jamel Charlo, but you're going to have to do a little bit, making some adjustment of Xander if you want to win that title tomorrow night. You got to do a little bit better. And Shoot Carrington, same way with your ass tomorrow night. I mean, you have to sit down on your punches, stop playing with your food, and get him out of there. I don't know why these guys like to hang around or let their opponent hang around and get that confidence. Then next thing you know, come round 6 or 7, they hard to get out of there. So, but I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just saying. Listen. You can make the fight harder than it should be. That's what I'm saying. Look at Mario Barrio when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He was starstruck. That's all he was. I went back to look at that fight. Mario Barrio, I looked at 2 or 3 of his fights. The last one was with Manny Pacquiao. I said, wait a minute, hold on. This is the same guy that fought, Tank and the other, what's the other fight I watched? Well, anyway, so I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, I see what's happening here. Now, he's 16 years his senior. Now, Mario Barrio, he was watching Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao was in his heydays. You see what I'm saying? You got. So he was Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao was Manny Pacquiao. When he was, throwing no lefts down and throwing no rights, and throwing no lefts and falling out to the right. And I'm talking about with speed this time, right? And he was starstruck. I can't, not like excited, but he was like watching him very carefully. Because, hey, he's a veteran. He's a Hall of Famer. I remember him in his fight with Marquez and, things like that. And I think that would make him gun shy. You almost lost your belt, Goofy, by being starstruck. That's what you almost did. And this is what I'm saying. Listen, and this is why Turki don't need to be messing around with boxing and doing anything. Because, see, Mario Barrio could have got hurt in there by starstruck. And then, guess what? You go to hospital, and you, then next thing you know, something wrong with your brain or whatever. Because once I read that correctly, they only paying $25,000 if you get hurt. And that's only in the first 48 hours. Yeah, that comes with the package. All right? Now, think about that. $25,000. You know how much it is to do a goddamn a brain surgery? Huh? Brain surgery and this and that? Come on. Really? And you paying them $100 per round? $125 per round? If they get hurt and go to the hospital, let's say they have a broken jaw, that's $25,000 right there. Do you know how much it costs for a doctor to operate? Huh? Then you got therapy. Then you got to know how to speak again. You got to know how to walk again. And especially you get hit in a coma, like Adios, when Morel put him in a coma. He was in a coma for 3 days. That $25,000 was gone the first hour. Stop playing with me. Shit. Man. I mean, think about it. God damn it, just pissed me off. Every time I kept telling everybody, this man is dangerous. I kept telling everybody, this man is dangerous. And nobody didn't want to listen. Because you know why? Yeah, I wouldn't listen to me either. All right? I wouldn't listen to me either. Because, hell, he handed out money, right? Hell, we don't have to work for it. So, hell, if you want to pay me $1 million, I ain't listening to him. La, 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 la. Hell. So now look at you. Now look at you. Now look at you. And now it's going to be even worse now on the younger guys. That's if you get passed. But when you got a senator in your pocket and you got money to burn, hey, I tell you what, we give you $1 million for your district, right? It's called a donation. It's called a contribution. That's what it's called, a contribution, all right, for your district, all right? And they're going to take it all the way to the Congress. And Dana White, too, with his ignorant ass. All right, he got a 5th grade education, and he talking about go to goddamn Congress. What? What? Oh, kiss my ass. No. I mean, see, this is what the Middle East likes to do. Now, Thomas Hill ain't too far from what he said, that they taking over all the sport. No, they're not taking over all the sport, but they trying. Oh, they trying, damn it. Dude, man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't hit the like button, all right? Hit the super chat, cash out, whatever. You know, they just piss me off, man. You know, every time I think about it, you know, everything then you got Shane Mosley. I just saw AK said Mosley said he was given steroids without his knowledge. No, he's a damn lie. Now, I don't know about steroids or nothing like that, but he was sitting right there in that chair. He was conscious of what's going on. Because Victor Conte said he told him how to do it. So therefore, he don't have to be there when he do it. And Shane was like, okay, you want to do this? Okay. Why do you think Shane Mosley always smiling all the time and shit? There's something wrong with his ass. He's smiling all the time and cheeks all the way up here and shit. You know, then he walking around with a goddamn monkey, right? What you doing with a monkey, Shane? He had a monkey on a collar, a leash. There's something wrong with his ass. Yeah, what do you get for shooting that shit up his ass? Shit. Because you know, you can shoot that shit anywhere in your ass and goddamn wherever you want to shoot it at. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm mad today. I'm serious. Man, yeah, Shane got a goddamn monkey. When I did that interview, he had a monkey in his house on a leash. And the monkey was jumping all over the goddamn place, right? Man, I would have shot him ass over some snack shit. Sit your ass down. You tear up my goddamn house. You know, and Shane sitting there talking to the monkey, playing with it while he doing the interview, and then he rule him back in and shit. Then the monkey jump up again and shit. Man, I would have laid that monkey out, goddamn it. What's up, Picasso? What's going on with that $2 goddamn holler? What's going on? They listening and they don't want to wake him up. V Junior. They listening and they don't want to wake him up. Wait, who up? Oh, Brian Jr. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Yeah, it's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some shit. Monkey Moses. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with Shane. It's nothing wrong with Shane too. You know, it's nothing wrong with him. You know, he just smiling all the time and shit. And then you doing all this for the Haneys. And then you trying to tell Bill, hey, look here, man, look, I think he moving too much and this and that. And they told him, sit down. I got it. Oh man. Hell no. No. Well, okay, you got it all right. So, Turkey, and the Turkey trying to destroy boxing from the inside out. You can't say from the outside in, because he's already in. He reeled in all these guys. All these guys. And I can't, and I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not going to say they stupid and all that because they're young. They are young. That's the most money they ever seen. Some of these guys came from homes that's not so nice, okay? And then when somebody weighs that type of money in front of you, then you like, okay. Look at Shakur. He put Shakur Stevenson on blast. Eddie Hearn right there. He right there. Shakur right there. And the cameraman right on his ass. Shakur, he's stuck. So he had to say, yeah. Okay, yeah. So what it gonna be? What it gonna be? Now, me, I'm built a little bit different. I told you I will let you know. Don't rush me. But Shakur ain't built like that. He ain't built like that. Well, I'll be damned. If I sit there and let somebody stick a needle up my ass. No. No. And like I said, like Manager Marty said, integrity. It's gone out the window. Integrity is gone out the window with these guys. Claressa Shields, now she over there. No wonder she want to fight Layla Ali. Hell, she. So, I mean, come on. Because Layla Ali, when she was younger, she was a big girl. She's still a big girl now. Shit. Notice Brian Jr. not shook by these antics. He focused. Oh, yeah, he's focused because, he knows. See, the thing about it is, when you fight an opponent, but it's a difference when you know your opponent is scared. When you know your opponent is shook. When you know your opponent is trying to get out the goddamn fight, right? You get more confidence then, right? You be like, oh, man. So what it going to be next, all right? Because he said that on Mill City. What it going to be next, all right? Now, let me see. I think I got something here. What he said on Mill City, not Brian Sr. What is that? I don't think I got it on here. Okay. But I'll be writing shit down and looking it up and shit like that. But anyway, let me say this. The Bivol and Viterbo fight is off. I'm talking about the third fight, it's off. Okay, y'all know that. The third fight is off. Now, good. Because we got tired of seeing this shit. Now, if he would have switched it up with Benavides or something like that, okay, good. All right? Now, that's a fight. But we won't see that shit again. I mean, come on. So he pretty much, pulled the plug on it. Turki did. So, and they weren't coming to an agreement on DZ with the money. Okay? Because every time they fight, they wanted more money. Right? More money. Turki want to pay him less money. Well, if you fight a third time, and that's a trilogy. So you must get more money in the rematch, more in the trilogy. So Turki said, you know what? Forget it. It's all. See, that's why he don't make a good promoter. He doesn't make a good goddamn anything. And Jay Prince, you about to be out of job. All right? Because he finna get rid of managers in the sport of boxing. Everybody's going to have one promoter. One damn promoter. Oh, I didn't tell y'all that? Man, you can't write none of this stuff. Now, Oscar De La Hoya, he picked no other than Tank Davis to beat Shakur Stevenson if they ever fight. Now, and he said by brutal knockout. Now, let me say this. The reason why I mention that is because everybody think that Oscar De La Hoya is saying that because he don't like Shakur or Bob Arum. No, that's a lie. No. Oscar always liked the Tank and always told Ryan, you're not ready for Tank. Tank is a beast. You're not ready for Tank. Tank is a beast. And Ryan said, no, make the fight, damn it. Make the fight. So Oscar, he made the fight. You know, then he left Ryan, right? Because he said he had threats. Yeah. He had threats by the Oyster Club, right? The Blue Oyster. Yeah. Sit your lying ass down, Oscar. Anyway, you know, the Blue Oyster, you know. Y'all don't get that, do y'all? Okay. Yeah. But like I say, so Oscar believes that Tank would knock out Shakur Stevenson. Now, I say the same thing, but Shakur Stevenson, you know, he is quick with his mind. And he got pretty much got great defense. But great defense don't stop a big ass punch coming at you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can put the high guard up. I have seen a lot of fighters bust through that high guard. You know, come up with the uppercut, come up with the left uppercut. You know, so one thing about a fighter, you got to have something to come back. You got to stop this guy and deter him from coming in. And Tim Tszyu couldn't do it with Fondura, and Shakur can't do it with certain other fighters. You know, so it is what it is. You know, so but let me keep going. All right, now Manny Pacquiao. Okay, Manny Pacquiao. What's going on, young world? It's in the building. What's going on, young world? What's happening, baby? In Paris, France, baby. My man is moving, baby. Oh, yeah. Greetings from Paris, France. Yes, sir. Man, I left you a voicemail. All right. Hope you got the voicemail. All right. Salute to the chat. I'm about to get some dinner and soon, OG, 8 p.m. here. Okay. 8 p.m. in Paris. All right. AD join you yet? AD with you yet? Well, let her know. I've been asking about it. All right. Keep doing your thing, baby. All right. See you when you get stateside. All right. Keep doing your thing, brother. All right. Yes, sir. That's your world, baby. Yes, sir. But nah, she's on the next one. Oh, okay. Rome. That's right. Rome, Italy. That's right. That nigga going to Paris, France, and he going to Rome. God damn. I mean, really, man? Really? Damn, right? You know, ain't this a bitch? You know, that nigga in Rome, then he going to Italy. Ain't this a bitch? And not on his dime either, on they dime. God damn it. You know what? I don't know. I might kidnap his ass and say I'm gonna take his place, right? Hey man, hey, ain't nothing but love, man. Man, you keep doing your thing, man. I like to see people do good, man, especially younger guys. You know, I like to see young guys do good. You know, no matter what they're doing in their life, I love it. I like to see them do good. You know, and I'd rather for him doing that than out there robbing banks or doing whatever. You know, and man, and you know he's young and he's building his future. You know, and no, I'm a big fan. So, all right. Yes, sir. You coming to? Oh yeah. September. Yeah, I'll be there in September. Uh, I'll be there for the weekend. All right. All right. Now, Manny Pacquiao. Okay. Now, remember I told you about the rumor. All right, about Manny Pacquiao and Tank Davis. All right. Well, that's not gonna happen. But Rolly Romero and Pacquiao, that might just happen. That might just happen. Rolly, you know, is willing to fight Pacquiao. Pacquiao willing to fight Rolly. And Rolly, and now this, I think Pacquiao could win this fight. Rolly is slow on his feet, but he do have power. And he probably will press the action on Pacquiao, and Pacquiao pretty much will use his foot movement to get out the way. That's how I see it. But it's just a thought. They're not even negotiations yet, but it's a possibility. Okay? It's a possibility. Now, if they go in negotiations, then it's going to happen. So, but don't believe the hype. Okay? PBC don't need nobody. PBC is not going broke. They don't need no big fight. They can keep on putting on whatever fight they can put on, and they'll be just fine. All right? Man, Manny's still putting heat on the youngsters. Yeah. I mean, I hope Barrio, get his brains back or whatever, because he showed lost when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He didn't pull the trigger, baby. He didn't pull the trigger. Now, like Tank like to say, well, that Glock had a safety on it. All right? That Glock had a safety on it. All right? Yeah, because Barrio wouldn't pull that trigger. So he had a safety on it. Shit. So, but anyway, KQKC will call a fight tomorrow. All right? And I haven't put the thumbnail up yet, but I will this evening. I'll put it up. Everybody welcome to join. I will be calling play-by-play, blow-by-blow. And we're going to be on ESPN tomorrow, plus. And I will call the prelims too. Okay? And so I want to appreciate everybody that came in today. I still didn't get a chance to get into everything, but thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank Manager Marty for coming up and clarifying that 365. That's really what I wanted to find out. The 365-7, because I kind of figured, it can be done, but I knew Barter didn't do it, so, but USADA did it, and, USADA used the Olympics mostly, so, but thank you all, and please keep your head on the swivel, all right? And with that, check out the fight tonight. There is a fight tonight. Golden Boy has a card tonight. So I might just call that fight for fun, so watch out for that tonight at 7 o'clock. So, and with that, that's all I have, man. Shout out to Queen, Young World, everybody that came in today. I appreciate you all. And like I say, we will be live tomorrow night for the fight. And that is a championship fight also. And we're all going to be on ESPN Plus. So, of course, I think Nico Ali Walsh, he's trying to revive his career. Of course, he pretty much, was going downhill, so. But don't forget, we also got Claressa Shields fighting tomorrow. She's going to be fighting in Detroit, Michigan, baby. Motown. So she's going to be fighting in Detroit, Michigan, okay? And she better watch that ass, because this girl is coming up from cruiserweight, and she can fight. So so I hope she ain't worried about Lady Ali right now. She better worry about putting them gloves up. Yeah. No, he can say at home. Yeah. No, he can say stay at home. Who is that? Yeah, he can stay at home. Okay. Yeah. OG favorite fighter, the great Nico. Look at Cassandra. Man, Nico Ali is washed. Yeah, Nico washed Ali. He gonna put Ali on there like, he add that on when he started boxing. All right, yeah. Then everybody like, I thought that was Ali's son, grandson. What the hell happened to him? Man. Anyway. Yeah, Nico. Yeah, man. But anyway, with that, that's all I got for you all today. Happy Friday to everybody. Everybody keep your head on a swivel, man. And I will see you all probably tonight. All right. And I still got one bottle of wine left. Yeah. Yeah, might drink that bitch tonight. All right. But anyway, y'all have a good one. All right. And with that, man, hey, appreciate you, Brian. All right. Appreciate you, man. All right. And look, I want to appreciate everybody that came in today. Because see, one thing about it is we had some new subscribers. We had 8 new subscribers this week already. This week, 8 new subscribers. And that's good. That's good. You know, I'll take it. You know, I ain't choosing. And I owe that to you all because, you know, when y'all see somebody, y'all always say, hey, you know, shout out to whatever, you know, and that's good. You know, it's all good. So, like I said, I got a good chat and I respect my chat a lot. So, all right. So, with that, now I'm out of here. All right. So, y'all know me. I keep on. I'm living it up. Oh!
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.
In my lifetime, haters tried to put me down, telling me things I couldn't do and goals I won't achieve. Even my best friends used to tell me that I wouldn't amount to much, but thoughts like those I could not foresee. So I y'all. I got diamond rings and pearls. Because I'm living it up, y'all. I got crimson pretty girls. You know, living it up, y'all. I got looted brand new cars. And who would have thought that I'd make it this far? Now that I made it, and I did it by myself. What do all you haters have to say now? Oh, I'm not upset about it, but this will teach you not to doubt it. And no, you cannot beat it. I got diamond rings and pearls. Living it up, y'all. I got a crib and lovely girl. Living it up, y'all. I got looted brand new cars. And who would have thought that I'd make it this far? Don't take this personally. Don't take this personally. No, you can't be down with me. No, you can't be down with me. I got more money to earn. Watch how I get it and learn. It took a lot of hard work and pain to get and be where I'm at today. Oh, I'll never have a want or a need again, and I'm living it up.
And for you girls out there that's chasing paper, you get what belongs to you. And for you gold diggers and everything, just remember that I'm coming up in life.